Hey, how's it going? Deviant D for Lights and Entertainment. Hope you are doing well. Doing another, excuse me, kind of late review as I have a bubble in my throat. Going to talk about Alien Covenant. Number 6 in this motherfucker! Sorry. Series about everybody's favorite alien, the xenomorph. This film, directed by Ridley Scott, the guy who made the original one back in the 70s and recently came back to the franchise with the prequel Prometheus, which divided many people when it came out. Before we went and saw Alien Covenant, the new film, rewatched Prometheus the night before. While I'll say it's not the best movie in the world, I guess I softened a little bit more to certain aspects about it. Truth be told, I would respect Ridley Scott if he ventured more with what was in line with the end of Prometheus versus bringing it immediately back into the Alien franchise with Alien Covenant. It also derailed Neil Bromback's film where he was going to make, technically, like in the Ripley series, the 5th Alien movie, which would have disregarded Part 3 and Part 4 and, bridged off of what happened to not only Ripley, but Hicks and Newt at the end of James Cameron's Aliens. Who the fuck wouldn't want to see that movie? Well, too bad, because it's never gonna fucking happen now, at least the last I read about it. Done. What sealed the fate for that was the the nicest way to put it, lukewarm reception that Alien Covenant received. Yeah, that movie's done. I thought at the end of Prometheus what was going to happen back in the day after Prometheus came out is it was going to follow Elizabeth and David's character, because they were, you remember at the end of Prometheus, she's understandably pissed off. She's like, I'm going to go to the engineers, I fucking want to know why did they do this, why did they give up, blah, 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 blah. And supposedly the second film was going to be called Paradise to kind of go in line with that. All this I was down with. I was like, basically he said he wanted it to go further away from the Alien franchise. That way you could have 2 different Alien stories going on at the same time. You have this prequel one and another one that lines up more with the older films. Well, all that shit's gone now. Done! Alien Covenant, I was excited for this film because it's Ridley Scott doing a fucking movie with Alien in the title. The original Alien is arguably the best hybrid of science fiction and horror ever put on film. The movie still holds up to this day, both as a science fiction film, both as a haunted house horror film. I mean, it holds up. It's a very well-made movie. And now we're with Alien Covenant, which, like I said, is technically the 6th film in this franchise. And I think they just put the fucking nail in the coffin with this film. Like I said, I've been kind of late with my reviews lately. Sorry about that. So I've had time to think about this film, and it's like the more I think about it, the more I pick it apart, and just it was bad. It was not a good movie, and that sucks really bad because I love the Alien franchise. It's like I love the Alien character and I love the Predator character. These 2 properties that 20th Century Fox still has, and honestly, they haven't been able to do anything worthwhile with them in fucking decades. I mean, both those Alien vs. Predator movies were a fucking embarrassment. I'm really, really holding out hope for next summer's The Predator, because Shane Black's doing it. And it's motherfucking Shane Black. If anybody can save that franchise, it's him. Even though he didn't write the first one or direct the first one, he played a part in the first one, so he's already got a foot in the, franchise. Anyway, back to Alien Covenant. What is there to say? I was talking about to somebody the other day, at least in the other Alien movies, there were some intelligent characters around. There is, as far as I can tell, there's not one intelligent character in this film that you can really root for. At least I didn't. I forget the lead character's name. They're doing the female lead, thing that they've done in all the Alien movies with Ripley, Elizabeth, and the last one in Prometheus. And honestly, I know I could look it up on the computer right now, but I don't care what her name was because I didn't care about her character. I didn't care about anything that happened to any of these characters. If you didn't know, the title they're kind of following with Prometheus, where Prometheus, the name of the film, was named after the ship that the people were on. Last time they were geologists, scientists of that nature, and this time it's a bunch of colonists, and the name of their ship is the Covenant, hence the title. And basically some shit goes down at the beginning on the ship, where basically the ship has to land somewhere. Basically it has a blink and you miss it cameo by James Franco as the captain of the ship. He's dead. The lead character is his wife, and I'm sorry, I don't remember the character's name. She's the one we're supposed to root for throughout the film, and once again, didn't care. This movie just took so many wrong decisions and just went the wrong way so many times. I could talk hours about how bad this movie was, but don't worry, I'll save you. One aspect I really hated, a friend of mine and I were talking about outside of class a few weeks ago. There's this scene at the end where a lot of the characters have been taken out by this alien form, and they get back on the ship, and two of the characters, it's like, this is near the end of the film, their grand scheme is, oh my god, we're in this, foreign planet, there's aliens around trying to kill us, hey, let's strip down and go in the shower and fuck. That seems like a good idea when there's, all these threats around. Who am I to comment on other people's grieving processes, but Jesus fucking Christ, that was dumb. And it shows them in the shower, and in the shadows you see the xenomorph creeping in on them. And I remember seeing that in the original trailer, or one of the original trailers before the movie came out, and that was my first sign, we might be in for some problems here, because I'm like, what the fuck is the alien doing? He's not Jason fucking Voorhees. He's not sitting there creeping around behind trees just waiting for his time to strike. It's a fucking alien. Yeah. This movie, at least with Prometheus, I know a lot of people love it or hate it. The fan base for that film is extremely divided, but god damn. I would be hard-pressed to find somebody that could, hold up Prometheus as a great film and then, speak of Alien Covenant in the same fashion. Good fucking luck. And this film, has not done well at the box office. Before we saw it, a lot of people were like, oh, this is a return to form for Ridley Scott. Sadly, I missed that. The Ridley Scott that made Alien, I didn't see him with Alien Covenant. Sadly, this is a swing and a miss, and who knows what's going to happen with the franchise now, because this is a gigantic step backwards as far as I'm concerned. A few months ago, I saw Life, and I shit all over that movie. I hate to say it, in comparison, even the film Life is better than Alien Covenant. Save it for a Netflix night when you're bored and you're just morbidly curious, because even if I didn't see it in the theater, and I've heard all the bad, I'm the type of person, I'm like, okay, I still gotta see the fucking movie. So, for people like that, be prepared. That's all I'll say. Anyway, Deviant D, Lifestyle Entertainment. Peace.